200 laps, 200 miles. Off we go in the Arizona desert.
I like Bowman cutting that corner immediately. Some guys take it a little bit easy at the start of the race, but I like that he can get out, get control of this race, try to get Sheldon Creed hung out right there as he's getting a run back on the outside.
And look at Taylor Gray all the way to the bottom there, as low as you can go. He's going to make 3 or 4 positions up into the top 4. What a move by Taylor Gray. And one thing to note, if you see those cars dive below that yellow line on the start, you don't want to do that before the start-finish line. That could be a penalty.
Yeah, and Jesse Love was so patient right there with Sammy Smith, who looked like he couldn't get going, didn't have the grip that he needed on the initial start. Love was pretty patient, though, and gave him just a second to get his car gathered up.
And look at this from good friends. Contact Jesse Love in the 2 and hanging on to it in the 88, last week's winner, Zilich.
Yeah, and it's so easy to do right there. The 2 car on the inside's pinching it off, trying to get the run he needs. Connor didn't do anything wrong. Jesse got into him and lost all that momentum.
And we might have a battle for second before the stage ends. Coming to 1 to go. And here's another good race for position inside the top 10. 20 is Brandon Jones. The 2 is Jesse Love. They've been going at it for a handful of laps.
Yeah, the opposite spectrum of what we've seen out of Justin Allgaier. That 2 car of Jesse Love has fallen back here as this run has continued on. Just obviously doesn't have the handle he needs inside of that race car because he's continually been putting in lap times that were just not competitive with leaders and has been losing positions. Brandon Jones is the benefit of that. He's been pretty fast, but we're definitely starting to see how some of these cars stack up late in this run. It tells us what we might see later on.
Well, Love had good short run speed, not good long run speed, and Zilich was the opposite. He seemed like he struggled for the first 4 or 5 laps.
Here's Alex Bowman, green and white checkered flag in the air. And the Arizona driver delivers at home, his first stage win in Xfinity competition. Leading laps at his home track in Xfinity for the first time in his career. Almirola up there, Allgaier, Zilich, Creed gaining some points in the opening stage. We're off and rolling. It's round 4 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Kind of the same story for Alex Bowman. Free in, then got tight in the center and free off. He said they weren't too bad, though, in the 17. Here's the race off pit road on the right of the screen.
Pit road's going to play a big role today. And our race off progressive pit road +1 for Aric Almirola. 88 having big issues here. Came in running inside the top 5. And he's going to have a ton of ground to make up. We'll follow up there. Connor Zilich had the problems on the pit lane, and that number 1 pit stall so slick there, he falls back to 21st for the restart. Anthony Alfredo got the free pass. First car 1 lap down at the end of the stage, but unfortunately some kind of an issue here for the 42. Stage 2, Almirola jumping out in the 19.
Good little push it looked like from Sheldon Creed for Aric Almirola. And it'd be interesting to see how Bowman manages this. Is he able to cross him over? Is he able to get that run? He's going to have a little bit of a run maybe in the exit 2. No.
I thought he was going to stick out there. That gets real dangerous if you're trying to stay on that right rear quarter panel. You're asking for trouble. He wisely backed out of that. He's 3 wide down into turn 3 here. Sanchez on the outside. That is tough as well. It gets very tight.
Brandon Jones making a play early. Racing for 3rd with Justin Allgaier. Look at this 3 wide. 41 down low is Mayer. The 2 is Jesse Love. You got Sanchez there, Taylor Gray. So aggressive on these restarts.
Yeah, and you got to be, we got caution out right now.
Caution's out.
Yeah, we got the 42 stopped on pit road, so we saw Anthony Alfredo with that issue as we were coming to green. The car just doesn't have the power right now, so he stopped. NASCAR has to throw the caution to figure out what's going on and get him out of the way.
But those drivers that started in the back have already worked their way to the top 15. Opportunity is there. Restart, the 1/3 point of stage number 2. Almirola the jump. Look at that 8 down low. Sammy Smith getting after it, making it 3 wide.
Yeah, and Adam, we talk about that as you see them 3 wide going through turns 1 and 2. You have to be so disciplined as a driver because the spotters are so far away. You're using your mirrors and your spotter and some of your sensory to make sure that you give everybody the room that they need.
And you don't want your senses to fail there. And that's
that's what Hill.
Austin Hill around into the wall.
Gosh, I don't know what happened. It almost, if something broke or he just couldn't see as he turned in.
That was all on me, dude.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry about that, guys. I was following the guy in front of me and I hit the damn inside wall. That's a stupid mistake.
He misjudged. You see Sammy Smith right there, the 8 car. He's right behind him. He's already pretty low as they enter the corner.
Oof.
Gosh. I mean, he hit 6 feet back.
But it's the way, the angle there. You saw Sammy Smith was 3 wide, so he was turning in super early. That just shades your ability to even see that wall. And Austin obviously caught it right at the wrong point, and it's just...
and it caught him off guard.
Oh,
he didn't realize that was going to happen
idea.
until it was too late.
Yeah.
Here's what you hate, though. I mean, these are cars that could have won a race. For sure, the 00 qualifies in the front row. They're running in the top 10 when this happens.
Yeah, and as we looked back at that, Sammy Smith was within 8 inches of hitting the wall as well. He was already on the inside of Brandon Jones, didn't have a lot of room. All right, Bowman got caught sleeping on that last restart. Aric was able to jump him. Let's see if he can do a little better job and race him down into turns 1 and 2.
Look at Brandon Jones.
Oh, yeah, all
He's
the way on the
afraid.
bottom there.
Inside of his teammate on the restart. 3 wide for the top spot.
Yeah, and Brandon did a really good job not overdriving the entry of that corner, giving the 19 just a little bit of space. He's going to slide in nicely right here in 3rd or 4th.
Look back behind this group. That number 1 orange car back there, it's Carson Kvapil making some moves as Aric Almirola inside.
Oh, he'll get loose right
Bowman
there.
For the lead and sliding around. It opens the door for Allgaier.
And that's the beneficiary. Justin Allgaier there gets a big run out of 2, down into turn 1 now. He's going to make that pass easily into the outside of Alex Bowman here.
That 7 car is strong. He saw Bowman put at the bottom, and he's like, that's fine. Give me some fresh air. I'll go on the outside. To the lead, Justin Allgaier.
Power move.
Wow.
Outside lane. Do not put the number 7 out front in Phoenix. He is so good here. Final lap of the stage. It's straight A's at the front. Justin Allgaier in front of Aric Almirola. For Allgaier, it's his 7th stage win at Phoenix. That's the most of anybody. Row 2, the veterans, Almirola and Bowman.
But he's what a launch by Justin Allgaier there.
Jumps away, 3 wide behind him. Maybe 4.
Was sleeping on that restart. Look at Alex Bowman. Look how high he got right there. He got loose on the entry to the corner. You see Taylor Gray, Nick Sanchez is going to try to fill the hole right there, exiting turn 2.
Stillwich thought about moving up there in front of Sanchez. He gets the outside. Almirola's trying to gather it up into 2nd place there, getting by Brandon Jones.
And Brandon's going to cut across the corner here. He has a big run on the exit of turn 4 right here. Try to slide up in front of Aric right here. He's not going to be able to hold on to it, though. Eric's going to stay on his door. Such a vulnerable place for the 20 car on the inside right there. We saw Jesse Love early in the race get into Connor Zilic. Those 2 guys giving plenty of room to each other.
But smoke coming out of the right side.
And there's the caution. Dawson Cram, 74. That's turn 1. Right rear tire is down.
So we had a couple things happen there.
All the crew chiefs.
Yeah. Sigh of relief
They're
right
all
now.
like, oh, thank goodness. I didn't have to manage a green flag stop and when to come. Now pit road will open and everybody will get that final set of tires.
That's a shame for Dawson Cram. So that's early to have been spinning. Way early, and he was way low on the track. So we'll have to maybe see if we can get some information as to why he was there that early. Maybe he got hit into the corner. Was avoiding someone. Shame for him. First start of the year. Best racetrack here.
Did he check up maybe for something he saw and then got run into from the back? Because you're right, to be spun around backwards on the entry to the corner, that just doesn't make sense.
So this is why we saw the smoke. That's the right rear quarter panel. Caved in. That is not good for side force.
But it is fixable.
Big stop coming. Let's go to progressive pit road. Kim?
Yeah, and for Aric Almirola, he said he still needs more ladder. He said, I need something to lean on. Justin has way more to lean on, but he begged. He said multiple times, please do not hurt my turn. They're going to take fresh tires, slight air pressure adjustment. Looks like a little slow on the right rear there as we move to Brandon Jones. Brandon said he just feels like he's somewhat disconnected overall. The team told him the roll speed entry to center was the weakness. Dylan.
And Kim, for Justin Allgaier, his biggest request, don't hurt my security, but he said he was tight in the apex, loose on corner exit. Jim Pullman going to make an air pressure adjustment to help the center turn. Alex Bowman also wants to turn the center better. They fixed a couple problems in the last couple of stops, but he's still tight. They'll make an air pressure adjustment as well on the 17.
Execution is huge. And now the race off progressive pit road. Allgaier wins it. Bowman goes +2. Jones, Gray, and Love, your top 5. Almirola goes inside row 3. Here's his pit stop. Kim referenced issues. He lost 5 positions.
Yeah, just take a look at the rear here. It's just slow is basically what it is. He's little bit slow on the right rear, and that compounds to the left rear as well. It looks like maybe the Jackman.
Yeah, it did
right,
get
he
a
didn't
slight
get all the way
bobble.
up.
Yep.
That's the problem there. So that's what held him up.
Restart. 46 remains at Phoenix.
Another massive launch by Justin Allgaier. I think that's why he took
Yeah.
the bottom. He knows the launches he would get as they're going to go 3 wide behind him.
Yeah, he didn't care. He's like, I'm going to have whatever lane I want when I get down there. I'm going to get such a good launch. Did you see, look at Aric trying to get to the inside right here. He's going to have a little bit of a run on the inside of the 54. Is he going to have the momentum to also get the 20? Maybe 2 in one corner. Oh, he forced it in there. Oh, a little contact with he and Brandon Jones. Teammates again. We see contact all 3 of those cars actually out of the Joe Gibbs camp.
And he really had to take that risk right now.
Had to.
It's so important to get by these two if he wants a chance to go up there and battle the 17-7. He cannot let them get too far out ahead.
When he get back to pit road, looks like he will.
Oh, you see it right there. The right front tire is flat on that car.
It's 2 weeks in a row.
Ooh, that'd be terrible if your teammate brought the caution out.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing took him out late at Coda. Had that right front go down after battling for the lead. Take a look here. See, oh, there it goes down.
The brake rotor.
Wow.
Ooh, it'd be interesting to see if they throw a caution for that.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. If they don't, his teammate's going to say thank
Yeah.
you very much. He did a really good job of hanging on to that thing.
You see there, get that green car all the way up next to the wall. We've got a car in the
And
wall.
there's a
Wow.
caution. 07 of Nick Lights produces the caution.
Unbelievable.
And we'll get another overtime finish.
Unbelievable for Justin Allgaier.
Take a look what happened here off of 4. Oh, he has. I believe that's a tire going down
I
as
was
well.
going to say, looked like it.
Yeah.
Very, I mean,
Saw
not
the debris.
similar, but the debris coming out did look a lot like what we saw from Quapple. He was running 27th.
I don't. Is it the right front? It does. The right rear definitely was not down. It almost looked like he ran over a chunk of rubber that fell out of the car.
Overtime is sponsored by Credit One Bank.
No, Allgaier's pushing the 19 up. The 19's trying to push him down.
A duel in the desert. Here we go.
Really good restart by both of those guys. The 19's going to be able to be on his outside as they get down into 1 and 2. As Brandon Jones going to make it 3 wide.
Oh, Justin gets loose. Gets up into Aric
Oh,
there.
they push up. Brandon Jones is there.
Bowman.
And right up the middle, Alex Bowman takes over the race lead.
It's not over yet, though. That 19's still on behind Alex Bowman as they get into turn 3. Can he make anything happen? He's had that outside all day long.
That's where he's at right now, and he's going to have potentially a lot of momentum down towards turn 1.
White flag is out. Next flag will end the race.
He's close.
Oh, he is. Is he going to get inside of him right here? Maybe give him a little love tap, get him loose as they head down into turn 3.
Aric Almirola is there. Off of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Bowman in charge.
Does he choose to use the bumper here?
Could it be another last lap pass? 19 to the inside. They wash up at the line. Oh, it's going to be Aric Almirola who delivers. What a finish!
And clean. Didn't
He
run
didn't
into
use
the back
the
of
bumper
him.
or anything.
Bowman gave him a little bit of room.
Great job. Great job, boys.
You know, Alex Bowman.
pinch the guy in the fence, and that's how you win.